Hey guys, it's Duke, and today we will be looking at a cracking game which I had in the STB1. Now, the STB1, as we all know, is the Japanese Tier 10 medium tank, which has the special ability to go into siege mode, which means that every time it goes under 20 miles per hour, it gains extra gun depression and elevation by moving its tracks back and forth. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, you'll see that just now, just in a sec, when you start engaging the opponents. Now, about the match itself, well, we're in a tier 10, tier 9 matchmaking, and it's pretty favorable. I mean, Live Oaks is one of the best full down maps, in my opinion. We have only one RT on each team, which is great. I am pretty confident about it, but as you can see, as soon as I'm gonna hit the Skoda, I'm gonna start running away because, as we can clearly see, the RT is gonna try and hit me. And I'm kind of frustrated, as you can see, because I'm staring at the at the crater which we already made. So not the best trade so far off. Got 600 combined right off the bat, but I take an RD shot, meaning that we know the RD is gonna be aiming at me the whole time. I decide to make a pressure here right now because I'm not really I'm not really a fan of Arya, and as soon as we spawn me, she's probably going to try and focus me down again. So I'm just going to try and apply pressure to eliminate these guys as fast as possible to see what's going on. So we spot 104, I'm going to use auto aim. You're going to see me use a lot of auto aim in this vehicle because it kind of helps out with the siege mode, at least in my opinion. As you can see, the tracks are clearly tilted here, showing you the siege mode and the insane depression you can get. So obviously this is a miss, this is my bad, of course, bad timing on the siege mode. I'm gonna do a manual aim because this shot is kind of harder to hit if you use auto aim. And I'm just gonna pummel these guys down with no issues. And I mean, just look at the insane DPM that I'm putting out. Like, this has 360 alpha every 5.2 seconds, which is absolutely berserk. And as you can see, I'm not even holding back. I'm just want to take out these guys as soon as possible before VRT manages to put another shot into me. Since I know I'm clearly in the open and it's a risk that I'm actually willing to take, because as you can see, I did 3.4k damage and only took the RT shot, which makes me pretty happy. Now I tell my teammates to help me out now because I'm about to commit to the how's it called, the D8 area, where the Jagdpanzer just pinged because, or the Charfutur just pinged, because it gets me below the opponents, gives me a lot of spotting, and that's exactly what we want. And you can clearly see that there's a lot of tanks aiming at this way, and we spot an FE, which is great stuff because we're going to shoot at that. And guess how much assist we just got by that? 1,000. That's probably from the Jagdpanzer. And I'm going to aim for the FE again, but I managed somehow to hit the T-5041, which is pretty funny. But I'm not gonna complain. We missed the FV. I'm not sure if that was my poor aim, but or RNG, but anyways, it just happened. So as you can see, this position is really good once you win the salvage side because you get a lot of assist. Because most TDs, they don't have a situational awareness to see that they have to pull back from this position once the South loses. So they just stay there and hope that the house will protect them. But there are just too many possible angles that my team can hit them from for them to be safe. So that's they're never gonna be safe. And if you come here, I can always guarantee you're gonna have an outstanding assist or damage in the game at least. Now, anyways, it's 7-4, and I managed to take out the FE. And I was pretty worried about the FE because, as we all know, that is pretty capable of one-shotting everything. And I'm a pretty lightly armored vehicle, so that was kind of worried. So anyways, you can see this position is not completely safe, because once the enemies come to the D3 position where the T-57 and the Progetto are, it's kind of bad business. And unless you're being really careful, they can do a lot of damage to you as well. So anyways, I had load gold because of 257 V100, which are pretty strong turrets, so I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to pen them for regular rounds. But anyways, I switched now to the APs because at long distances, AP is going to guarantee penetrations especially on the sides of T57, because the first shot, as we clearly saw, the gold rounds which are key to absorb the shells. But however, I'm left with only 3 AP because I've just been constantly pummeling the enemies without like without a break. And the Conqueror, well, the Conqueror puts 329 because he has exceptionally well gun handling. So I decided to take the 100 down, but unfortunately we just keep on missing. And yeah, that's pretty much the game. I mean, 12-5. I didn't see that Progetto was gonna commit. I'm on low HP, and he actually tracks me twice, which is pretty lucky for my part, 3 times actually. But he's gonna finish me off with a 4th shot, and it's pretty unfortunate. But I got to say that this game was really well played out till the end. I mean, I just never stopped firing. I had showed impressive DPM. The positioning, now you can see I put a guide on my YouTube earlier this year saying how to attack from the north, the south side of the map, and I'm showing you how to attack the side from the south to the north. Clearly, you just have to basically win the southern side and then get into the D8 area to get a loads of spots. You just have to be wary that there's no light tank in the middle, because if you get early spotted, then their TDs on their team are just gonna pummel you down. So you have to be really, you have to see the right moment, and if there's an opportunity to use it, take it. I mean, the rewards are great, but there's also risks. So you have to look at the map in detail. So anyways, this is an amazing score. I mean, I used the STP to the best of advantage. It could have been 9K if it didn't bounce a couple of shots or missed a couple of shots, but I'm not gonna complain. I mean, I did 11.5K combined, 8K damage, 3.5K assist. This is an absolutely stunning game, and it was a true pleasure to play. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for hanging in there, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.